Hello, this video is going to show you how to use Geogebra in order to create a logo for your group. The first thing you want to do is go to geogebra.org and you will see this screen and you can push Start Calculator. Now, the calculator that comes up right away is the graphing calculator, which is not what we want for this task. We want the geometry. So you can click on this here, or you can click over here and go to the geometry. Either one is fine. And it's nice. You're going to get this toolbar over on the left-hand side, which is really easy to use. However, getting used to GeoGebra takes a little bit of work because you have to remember to keep going back to this move tool in order to get some of the things done that you want to. Okay, so first thing is we're going to go to the setting gear and we're going to show the grid. So we're going to show major grid lines and we're going to show the axes. So now we have our coordinate plane. And we're going to hit more. So we get all these tools, and you'll see that there's these nice transform tools on the bottom, which we're going to be learning about today. You may have drawn something on paper that then you took a picture of and have on your computer. And if you want to insert that, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can, down here, click on Media, choose File, and then it will bring you to, let's say, your desktop, and you can select that. Or you can just have it simply on your desktop, and you can drag it right in, and that's nice. And so here's one of the things you have to remember, is that anytime you want to move something around, you have to go back and click on this Move arrow. So you'll notice that I can move this around, I can stretch it, and that kind of thing. And you're going to have to play around with this to get comfortable with it. But once I've got a shape or an object that I want to start manipulating, then I can start doing some transformations on it. So let me show you some of those. If I want to, let's say, rotate this, this object around a point, if I click on any of these tools, you will see that it has the directions on what to do. Let me move this out of the way here. If I click on any of these points, on any of these things, it gives me directions on what to do. So rotate around a point. It says select the object to rotate and center point. I'm going to do that again, and center point, then enter angle. So it gives you directions. Now, I can click on the object, but it says, and then in the center point. Well, I don't have a center point yet. So I'm going to go up here to point. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click, let's say, at the center of where I want this object to be rotated. And now I can go back down and I can rotate it around a point. So I'm going to click on this again, and I'm going to follow directions. I'm going to click on the object, and then I'm going to click on the point, and then I'm going to enter the angle, which is 45 degrees, and I can do either clockwise or counterclockwise. I'm going to do it clockwise here, and there we go. You can see it's rotated. And the nice thing about it, if I go back to click on the move arrow, is that if I alter these at all, they're all connected. So that is nice. It kind of connects everything, so I can manipulate my logo really easily. Now, that's how you rotate around a point. But what if I also want to reflect along a line? Well, you can probably guess that I'm going to need a line. Let's see here. It says select object to reflect, then line of reflection. Okay, well, how do you make a line? You go up to the line tool, and let's follow directions. Select 2 points or positions. Well, I'm going to create 2 points that I want to to make. So I've actually got one of them here at C, but I'm going to make another point here, and then I'm going to go back to line and select 2 points. So I'm going to select 1 point and another point, and oh, there's a line right there. You can't see it very well because it's on the y-axis, but it's there. And then I'm going to go back down to reflect about a line, and I'm going to click on the object, and then I'm going to click on the line, and there you go. There's the reflection. And watch, this is really nice. They're still all very connected. If I move this one, now you'll notice that I can't move this one and move the others because these are like duplicates of the other one. What if you want to just make a duplicate of an image and just move it around? Well, there's a couple ways to do it. I'm going to show you the less mathematical way, which is to select the object. I'm going to select this. And now I've selected it. And then you can see here, I've got this duplicate here. So I'm going to duplicate it. And then you can see I got this A1 and B1, which means that there's a duplicate of the thing that I had selected. So let's see here. I move this. Okay. Now, what I'm doing here is a kind of a transformation that we've learned about, which is just translating it. So I'm just taking this and I'm translating it. So let's say I want to translate this thing over here. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple more tools to play with. And that is, what if you want to make a circle? Okay, well, it says select center point and then point on the circle. So I'm going to select my center point there. And then let's say I want to make a circle that goes to here. Okay, and then that creates a circle. What if you want to make some of these points disappear because they're making your logo look ugly? So what you want to do is you want to select them, and you want to go to this gear here, and it goes to settings. And what you can do, I'm going to make this so we can see it, is you can, once you clicked on an object, you've got this checkbox over here that says show object. You can unclick it. So I'm going to click on all these things. Now, you can do them one by one, or you can go back to this select objects tool and do many of them at the same time. It's up to you. All right, so I've just selected the point, not just this whole circle. Okay, so now I've taken away all those annoying looking points. Oh, I still have this circle center C. So let's see here, I'm gonna select that. And then I'm gonna go to the gear, and I'm gonna, oh, sometimes you get this screen. You wanna click on this gear here. And oh, interesting, it's not really showing that. Let me go to this and select this and go to settings, and then I can unselect it, I think. Let's see here. Oh, it's under the polygon thing. There we go. Now, I want to show you one more thing, and that's how to make a polygon and color it. So let's say I want to make, it says select all vertices and then the first vertex again. So let's say I go here, 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 and I have a nice triangle. You notice I had to go back and select the first vertex in order to close the polygon. Well, if I go back to this arrow move tool, then I can select the whole thing. And then I go here, and as we just learned, I can select this guy, and I can show it or not. But I can also go to color, and I can select different colors for it, and I can select the border color, etc. So you can play around with that. But maybe you don't want these points on the vertices. So then, as long as I'm in this move tool, I can select the vertex, and I can just click on that and unshow it. Okay. And now that I've got that, I can do some of the other things that I was showing you before. So let's say I want to reflect it about a line. Well, I'm going to first draw a line. I'm going to make a point here and a point here, and then I'm going to make a line, and there's my line. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the reflect about align tool, and I'm going to select on my object, and then I'm going to select my line, and there you go. And you'll notice that, again, if I move this original one, then it manipulates all the ones that are transformations of it. So that's pretty cool as well. So you can see there's a lot of interesting things you can do with this to make a logo. Have fun. Please contact your teacher if you have any questions.